Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, March 2023 predictions Vigio. We are here. We have somehow made it to March. Every year, it's like January lasts for the entire 2023. Like the entire 2023 year is January. And then it's like February, March. And we're like, no, wait a second, February. Where did February go? Hold on. I'm not ready. So we have to be ready because March is upon us. I am still filming this in February, but I am filming this at 5:39 p.m. Oh, geez Louise, why is this always so hard? On February 28th. There we go. So it is February 28th now. Tomorrow will be March. Let's hope that YouTube lets me get this video up soon. So, anywho, I am a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive. And in these videos, we take a look at the tea with the tarot. So we're going to go ahead and get the cards pulled up over here on this screen and move this microphone right here. Okay, so let's go ahead. And I know March means we're getting into spring over here in the States, and that this is a very autumn look. I felt like it. This is what I felt like. This is the wig and the makeup that I decided on today. It is going to be what it's going to be. And matter of fact, this shirt is a bodysuit. And I'm going to take a picture of what the rest of the outfit looks like. Like, you know, everything below boob level that you can't see here. And I'm going to put it on the community tab sometime this week. And y'all are probably going to get a laugh out of it. So stay tuned for that. Go look at the community tab later on this week if you're not the type that usually looks at that. So, anywho, let's go ahead and get into this. When we look at our monthly readings, as always, this is open internationally because I know that we have people that watch from all over the world here. And we take a look at all kinds of things. We take a look at things dealing with politics, with the economy, with health and wellness, all kinds of stuff, finance, crap, markets, you know, all the stuff we can fit into here, whatever the spirit guides are willing and able to share with us, we look into that. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to start right now. All this is all alleged, just my interpretation, okay? All alleged, just my interpretation. Let's go. So, March 2023. Politics. What can we know about March 2023 in the political sphere? I am nervous about this. We shall see. We shall see. Okay, do I need any context cards? I'm not going to get any right now. I will say, from what I'm looking at here, this isn't the most cheerful spread. I can't say I'm super surprised about that. So, you know, it is what it is. Just reading what I see here. When I'm looking down top row here, it looks like politically speaking, there's going to be somebody that's kind of sticking their toes in the water, testing it out, wanting to kind of creep into the political scene a little bit more. And the thing is, even if they are currently not seen in the strongest light, whatever they're going to be doing is going to work for them. So when they're trying to be like, hey, let me test the waters and just push the envelope just a little bit more. Let me just kind of see if I can, you know, carve my way into the limelight here and get a little bit more attention on me. Maybe gather a few prospects for myself. People might laugh it off. People might scoff at it. People might have any number of things to say, but the truth is that it's going to work. So, you know, more power to them. Apparently, whatever it is, they're going to be effective at it. Can't take that away from them. As we're moving down here, of course, in terms of that person's character or what they bring to the table, or, you know, where they stand on policy, etc. From what I can see here, they've got good with the bad, bad with the good. The way the spirit guides are pitching it, this isn't all bad, this isn't all good. Hold on. Still getting over the Rona. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It's gonna happen. But looks like they have kind of a mixed bag here in terms of what they bring to the table. With the King of Swords in reverse, this means that their head is not always in the right place. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're dumb. Doesn't mean necessarily that they can't think things through. It just means their head's not always in the right place. But somehow, some way, old dependable comes up here. Somehow, some way, they're consistently able to make it. They're consistently able to pull something out of the hat. And that's a major strength for them. That's a major strength for them. So we're going to see this kind of enter the forefront, queue up on the stage in March 2022. All right, spirit guides, what else politically can we know about March 2023? 2023. About March 2023 politically, okay. Okay. Well, damn. Okay, I mean, it started out on a good foot. Started out on a nice, strong foot. Did it not? You know, leave it up to one of these readings in the political section to devolve. Y'all are looking at this one. I know you see it. The Tower card, okay? Tower card. Upright position, which means external world, not something we're talking about internal. We mean like literally what you're looking at. It's external, big tower moment. So this is a crumbling, this is drama, this is a kablam, this is a big happening here. A big happening here. Yeah, I said that. Interestingly, when I'm getting a context card up on it, we get the Hermit card. The Hermit card. This is usually an isolated, withdrawn type of card, a secret card, an internal card. And so there's something about things that were secret or hidden or withdrawn or more internal that's gonna pop right the fuck off in March, or at least starting in March. You know, sometimes when we have tower moments, it may start in a month and it may kind of linger and, you know, bleed out into other months. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word. Well, I said what I said. Don't know why I chose that word. Lord help. We'll see if that ends up becoming significant some kind of way in March 2023. So right next to it, we get the Eight of Wands here in reverse, signifying that there's going to be a breakdown in communication, or that what comes out and comes to light is about poor communication or incorrect communication, or things that people put out there or said that was wrong or bad or something like that. And so it could mean that either communication is breaking down as it relates to this big tower moment, or that the big tower moment is about something that was communicated, disseminated, held back, said wrong, whatever, because this is a communication card. It can also be standing in place for things that have happened more than just here in the States, like things that have happened abroad, because also this card sometimes comes up as a travel card, things that are symbolizing other countries around the world being involved in this discussion, not just the US. And so whatever this tower moment involves, it looks like it's involving more than one country. It feels like the U.S. is one of the countries that is involved, but there's more than just that. And whatever it is, they tried to keep control over it, and they're not going to be able to continue to keep control over it. It's going to slip right on out of that grip right there. Not going to be able to stay there for long. Again, we get this Four of Swords energy, very similar to this Hermit energy, where it's like they're trying to sit on it. They're trying to keep it close to the vest, to keep it zip under lock and key. Not gonna happen. Y'all know when my Pentacles cards comes up like this, like, here's something that I want to offer up to you. A lot of times it's evidence. Of things that are coming to light, evidence of things surrounding, like, Knight of Wands in reverse, things that happen in a hurried fashion, or things that happened it was impulsive, it was not well thought through, and so we're gonna get some ugly, embarrassing evidence, and whatever this is, it is related to the political arena because it's coming up in the political read and affecting multiple countries here. It's going to be a big moment. I mean, like we said, we see the Tower card. What else on that Tower moment? Yeah, lots of people involved, big group of people involved, government involved. Surprise, surprise, if it's going to affect a lot of different countries, it's going to be big enough to encapsulate several governments, and so government involved. And people got screwed over by this. Like, there were people who were epically screwed over as a result of this. And so this becomes more than just a political issue. It becomes a moral and ethical issue as well. And again, all of this starting in March 2023. Could continue beyond March 2023, but starting there. So, y'all. This is one hell of a start. I'm like, let me just get one more, just one. Queen of Swords upright. Truth coming out. This is always our swords or our mental clarity, cutting through the bullshit, just making things clear as glass. So also with swords, sometimes swords are a legal suit. So if people think that there are some legalities around this that should be up for discussion and raised in a legal context, then now we're looking at overlapping with politics, morals, ethics, and the legal arena. We've got 4 different overlapping here. This could get intense. March is already starting out to look pretty damn intense. So we had some, I'd say, mediocre months with January and February. There have been some pockets of action or intensity, but not necessarily something incessant, consistent. March, on the other hand, strap up your boots for March. Thanks, motorcyclists. Can y'all hear that? Okay. They're doing their thing. All right, fine. Let's pull this up and reshuffle these cards in, and kind of related, but not the same discussion. Economy, finance, markets, etc. All of this stuff that can be related to politics, but is different. So we've got a whole different category for it. So we're going to take a peek at that right now. Okay. So, Spirit Guides, what can we know about that in March 2023? I'm sorry, I keep trying not to do that in the microphone. It doesn't help, too, that this is South Carolina where I live, And right now is the pollen apocalypse. And I don't know if a lot of y'all have pollen in your areas or not. I don't know where that's a big thing around the world. I do know that my husband was raised in Mexico his entire life, and crossed the border into Texas often, and he was like, in Mexico and Texas, we don't have pollen like y'all have pollen over here. He's like, yeah, we were aware of it, we know what it is, but y'all have clouds and clouds of pollen looking like sandstorms blowing in, and it's kind of creepy, and how do you breathe? And I'm like, you don't breathe for the middle of February till probably the end of May. You just don't breathe. You hold your breath and you cough. And so here I am getting over Rona, getting rid of my latent cough, and I'm sitting here seeing pollen on top of all these surfaces from when I had my windows open, letting the breeze in to get the Rona air out of this house. And now I'm like, from all the pollen tripping up my throat. So lovely time to be had by all. Worst things could happen. So, anywho, economy. I know y'all are looking at this and y'all probably see this guy over here not perking too good. So we're going to get a context card up on him. Okay. Well, let's really not perk good. Okay. Let's just, still could be worse because both of these are in reverse, which is actually the better way to see both of these cards. So, let's look on the positive side real quick, all right? But we will get more on that. In terms of economy, we're seeing a mixed bag. It's not all bad. It's not all good either. Over here, the strength card in reverse, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Not strong, having some weaknesses. There's going to be some weaknesses here with the economy. However, with the Four of Swords here right next to it, they're talking about, there is some sense of laying low, that there could be some decisions to be made, that there are some folks that want to make some pretty intense decisions that would greatly impact the economy, but they're being forced some kind of a way to lay low on that, which is actually a good thing because that helps. I keep knocking this camera. I'm so sorry, y'all. Because that helps this Wheel of Fortune here. This upright is like, things are going. Things have a cycle. Tendency to have a cycle, and they just move along on their cycle and go along their path. And with this laying low energy, it's not interrupting that, and so it's letting the cycle continue and play out organically as it would, which in their viewpoint is a good thing. I don't know shit about the economy. I am not an economist. I don't know this type of stuff. It should be painfully obvious to people who do know stuff like that I don't. And so I'm just a girl reading cards here, but we've got a good track record. So I see that this kind of laying low and letting things organically unfold is the better way for this to play out, that it is actually better to not have any major interventions in this, lest you accidentally cause new problems by trying to correct old problems. So that's considered a positive, even if it's a weakness. It's a weak, how you say it, kink in the chain. There's some kind of a something in the chain. Even if there's a weak link there, it's still connected. It is still a functioning chain. And so this is what I am seeing here. Over here, yeah, we get this guy in reverse and this on top of it. And the reason why I had said that this is actually the better position to see it in is if we had them upright, this would be talking about super severe, painful endings, like a really horrific situation happening. But when we have them in reverse, it's like, yeah, we are getting in our own way over here. We are doing things that are not for the better good, not for the highest good of everybody, things that maybe are selfish and self-serving to the people who already have it all and don't really need that, but they're being, powerful and greedy, and so they get it. Whatever that we see, we're getting kind of, us on the bottom of the totem pole are getting kind of messed up some kind of way that's tripping things up for the whole. However, with the Three of Swords in reverse on top of that, it's saying that yes, there have been worse things to have happened, though, that we are still en route to continue this cycle. Again, it's kind of reiterating the symbolism that we saw on this card earlier about organically letting things kind of, things that need to come to a close, tying loose ends, whatever. The Star card upright, though, this is when new things begin. And so sometimes when you get the World card upright, there is a message about ending some kind of way. And when this being an ending and this being a beginning, it looks like, economically speaking, there is some sort of endings and beginnings that is gonna kind of present itself in March 2023. I don't know if that means that there's some sort of endings happening in any particular markets and that they have to kind of reset and restart some type of way, or if that means that certain countries' economies are gonna kind of have a bit of a moment where things have to pause, stop, wrap up themselves some kind of a way so that they can have a little bit of a reset and start again. There's some kind of a, closing and beginning new, some sort of a reset moment type of thing that I'm seeing here, that looks like it begins to present itself in March. So not sure what this is referring to. It looks like, in terms of whether this is a good thing or a bad thing, overall the spirit guides are not talking too bad about this. It doesn't look like it would be the funnest, because again, we have the Strength card in reverse. Again, that idea of weakness. Again, that idea of tripping ourselves up. And endings are not always fun to go through, but the idea of organically kind of trying to go through a process and figure out how to shake old things off and begin our new things, not too bad in the grand scheme of things, the way that they're pitching it here. So this is gonna be again another mixed bag. Like, we keep getting that energy a lot, and there's probably a reason for that type of consistency here right now. You see that a lot energetically with energy matching energy and kind of going in that same vein. So that's what we're seeing here for the economy. So let me pull this up, reshuffle back in here, and let's look at health and wellness and anything else that we need to know about March. Health and wellness and anything else that we need to know about March. And as we are shuffling to do this, there's always a second video for extended predictions. We basically do as many predictions as we can fit into this one, and then it starts getting really long, and so we split it up, and I do a second video to say, okay, anything else that we need to know about any other topic, any other category, anything that we didn't touch on in the main video that we need to know, then spirit guides, please spill the beans on all of that. And we get a lot of that information in the second video. That second video is always posted on the Perk Squad. So if you'd like to be a member of the Perk Squad, there's a blue join button below and a link in the description box if you'd rather go that way. If you don't see a blue join button below, then you can become a member of the Perk Squad. Lots of perks in the Perk Squad. They will all be listed right there. Once you click that link or that blue join button, it will will describe the perks of the Perk Squad. And so one of them is that you get exclusive videos, like these extended videos that they will be getting today. So if you're interested in that, you can do that. And then another thing is there's always video shout outs for people in the Perk Squad. So today, shout out to you, Nick Parker. Thank you for being a member of the Perk Squad. Happy to have you here. So shout out to you, Nick Parker. Awesome. Okay. Last category here that we're going to look at on this video is health, wellness, and whatever else around that we can know, spirit guides. So, all right, one at a time. We got a traffic jam here. Okay, here we go. Traffic jam. Okay, so, well, this is interesting. I'm kind of confused as to why this is coming up in health and wellness, but I mean, there must be a reason. So I'm seeing two Pentacles cards, and again, you know, all these things have multiple different meanings depending on where they are and what cards are next to them and what comes up for somebody in a, you know, intuitive way, since I am an intuitive reader. But again, this feels evidence-esque. So it's interesting that we are seeing something again that feels like evidence in the health and wellness section. Also, sometimes when we get our King of Cups, that can represent the U.S. President Joe Biden. So it's weird because that feels political, but it's here in the health and wellness category. So I'm saying what I see. I don't hold back when I see something. I say what I see. I also can't squeeze shit out of the cards that they don't tell me. And this is what we're seeing. I see these other two male figures here who are in the reverse position. So I see President Biden in the upright position. So it looks like, as it relates to this health and wellness issue, they are not shit talking him, the spirit guides, but they don't have the best things to say about these two guys. So here's two other people. One of these people is really, really smart, very, maybe academic or legal or something, because he's so smart. This other person is, more, I don't want to say the word political, but maybe like ish. I don't want to say diplomat either, but there's some kind of a vibe in that type of arena, that type of overlap. Man, if I don't keep talking with my hands and knocking this camera, I swear, Lord help me. But anywho, that person is in a category that is like political adjacent, maybe even. I don't know. There's something under that umbrella that encompasses this person. And so these two people have something in common, and they're coming up here in the reverse position. They don't put President Biden in the reverse position. They do show things coming out that again has this evidence flair to it. And the Two of Wands here is like, you know, not looking out at the right things, not looking ahead at the right things, missing the forest for the trees, being myopic in a way that was hurtful or is hurtful, was or is. I don't know if we're talking past tense or current tense, or maybe both. Maybe we're talking both, and maybe that's why that came up. But this came up in the health and wellness type of section, which is very, very interesting because this feels a little bit, dare I say, scandalous. March, what the hell do you have up your sleeve? You know what? I'm not asking that. I didn't put that out into the universe to, you know, I'm not daring March or anything. I'm not threatening March. I'm just a girl reading cards here. But that's a lot. So, anything else about this or anything else in this category that we can know? Spirit guides? Anything else? Okay. Lots of people involved, handing something from somebody to another, or, delivering something, handing something, handoff of information, handoff of something relatively tangible, confusion, chaos, misunderstandings, lies, deceit, etc. surrounding this. Hangman means it's been there for a while or a long time coming. Queen of Wands in reverse. This feels very similar to this King of Wands in reverse, in that it's a figure in this that could be a female figure that is also coming up in a reverse position. He was the only one coming up in an upright position, which is very interesting. So, and maybe that's because of this hangman. This is like, it's been a long time or a long time coming. So this is something that maybe predates his presidency. Whatever this is referring to in the health and wellness field, it predates him, which is why he's not coming up as a big front runner in this discussion in terms of people that wouldn't, necessarily need to go down with the ship, whatever. Okay. Just one last thing. Yeah. Something's got to give, people walking away, things coming out, and people removing themselves. And so, apparently with health and wellness, the main thing that we are to know in March is that there's going to be a bit of a shitstorm around the topic of health and wellness in March 2023. So, apparently that is the biggest, most salient point that they want to put forward. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. So if you'd like a private reading from me, then BeasTalksAndTarot.com is my website. You can schedule a private reading with me. You can also, if you feel like you need a cleansing, a clearing, a healing, a tune-up energetically, you need to figure out if there's anything clogged up or messed up in your chakras or whatever, any kind of insights that you need to know about mental, physical, spiritual health, and, all this kind of stuff. We got Reiki Energy Healings there that you can book that. If you want to learn how to read the cards like I do, you can do the tarot tutoring option on my website as well. Got lots of different things up there. Life coaching for people who just kind of want somebody to help them along the way to meet their goals. So got lots of things on my website, BeasTalksAndTarot.com. You can go look that up. Perk Squad, we're coming at you with that second video, like we said. Everything in this video has been all alleged, just my interpretation, okay? And as usual, we're going to end this video in a high note by finding some kind of puppy shenanigans or life shenanigans or something to put as a B-roll. There's usually some kind of Lord knows what going on in this household. So that will be there as a B-roll here at the end of the video. If you want to see that, get a little laugh or something out of my crazy life and little fur kidlets. And I will be coming at y'all Perk Squad soon for the extended. And hope to see a lot of y'all through my website. So don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, because we have to survive March together. The intense month that it's gonna be. And I will talk at you later. Bye, love you, minute. Bye, love you, minute. Bye, y'all. Teddy, what the hell? Teddy, what the hell? Teddy. Teddy. Come here, Teddy. You're not stuck, dumbass. No. Teddy. Quit going under there. Teddy, come here. Come here, Teddy. You're not stuck. Just come out. You do this every day, several times a day. You're not stuck. Just quit going under there. Teddy, come here. Come here, Teddy. You're not stuck. Now cut it out. See, skinny mini, get out of there and quit going under there. Oh, jeez Louise. That's sweaty. Why are you so complicado, little boy? Cabron. Jeez Louise. I know you are not about to go right back under there after we just had our talk. No, we just had our talk. Teddy, your diaper. You're about to make your diaper come off. We just had a talk. Teddy, get out from under there. Teddy. Literally, we just talked about this. Teddy. Oh, that's what this is about. Get the hell on somewhere with this. Get the hell on somewhere. Quit playing with the balls right next to the couch. See, now you've got 2 balls. You play with them right next to the couch. That's why they go under the couch. Quit playing with balls next to the couch. Go take these elsewhere. Come on. Take these elsewhere. This isn't even a ball. I'm through with you. I'm through with you. I'm through. I've had it. This is the shell of a ball. What is this? What do you want it? There's no ball in this. Teddy, seriously? I can't with you. Done. Totally done. Tapped out. Had enough.